this particular story is kind of gave from a Breslov point of view. I know that the Chabad reading took it one way, and so this would be a kind of a different interpretation. So, once upon a time, there was a man who was a man and his wife who were living during the time when the prophets of Baal were actively amongst the people of Israel. They lived in a time period where there was a temple, or there was the Mishkan. There was the tent that was set up, but there was no active priest, or the priest had fallen away, so there was no active sacrifices. Doing the best they could, they sacrificed for themselves to maintain their relationship with Hashem. Hashem sent an angel one day to talk to them, and because of their righteousness, they were able to be the parents of Samson. There was also a time period when two people stood against basically the entire world and showed the entire world about the way to come to the God of the universe. We know that is Abraham and Sarah. There's a story of a housing project that was built on a river, and they needed water for this river. And there was a couple of I forgot the name of the animal. There was a couple of beavers, and these beavers made it almost impossible for these people to get the water to bring in the needed water for their housing establishment. There was a flood one time that wiped out a colony of ants, and all it took was the queen to survive, the queen ant, and one drone ant. And from those two ants, they were able to reestablish the colony, a colony that could theoretically eat an animal alive, right? So our teacher, Rebbe Nachman of Breslov, kind of points out that when Abraham was bargaining with Hashem, he went to what was legally try to be the most available to him, the most lenient that he could be. So the Torah says, and also the Surah points this, also the Tanakh, that matter is established in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. So there might be a situation where you may think that you and Bezrat Hashem, if you have a spouse, and you can do the work of 2 people, right? Or 2 people can come together and establish righteousness in your city. And who's to know if you are actually taking up the slack for your community? So we see this. We see that it seems to be that 2 people are the catch-all to go against the city. And we do understand why our sages put it as 10. Now there was 5 cities of the plain, Sodom, Gomorrah, and 3 other cities. But when Lot just said, "I want to go to this other city," just by the fact that he said he wanted to go, he wasn't even there yet, and Hashem saved the city. So either there were 7 other people in that city, along with with him and his 2 daughters, or him and one of his daughters. Either way, it was just 2 people that saved it. So maybe you and your spouse, or maybe you and somebody you don't even know, are trying to do the best they can, just living out your life and being righteous the best you can be, and it may be saving your city. So let's try to be as righteous as we can. Be perfect as He is perfect. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.